It is 10 minutes before 8 o'clock, and starting this morning, most Duval County Tax Collector offices will be open except the downtown and Marietta offices. Starting today, many of you have been calling us during the pandemic, telling us that you're having trouble getting through on the phone to renew your tags and your licenses, maybe get a registration as well. It's why we have asked Jim Overton, the Duval County Tax Collector, to join us this morning via Zoom. Mr. Overton, thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
So I want to point out also, when you and I spoke on Friday, it was just the Marietta office that was going to remain closed, but you had to make a last-minute decision over the weekend as a result of the protests?
Yeah, we have to close the downtown office for today. Now, we'll be working the phones and the internet pretty heavily, but the downtown office will be closed. The one at the Ball building is also going to be closed. That's a very small office that we just use for the building and zoning department.
And did you have any damage to either of those buildings as a result of the protests?
No, we have not.
So the decision was made because you just are concerned about maybe staff being injured for whatever reason?
Well, we have the mayor's got a curfew going, and then for the downtown area, they've asked that we not have people downtown if we don't have to. So we're just going to have our some skeleton staff down. Everybody else is going to be in the branch.
So we did receive another call this morning from a man who has been frustrated, as have many. As you are aware, we talked about this on Friday, about the fact that they call the tax collector's office and they just can't get through on the phone. Can you explain why that's the case and what's being done to fix it?
We have a very limited call center. We historically not had more than about 10 people that we use for our call center, because that's not the basis of our business. The basis of our business is in the branches. So the call center has been swamped, and we just haven't had the personnel. And this is the first day, really, the city's been back to work. So we just haven't had the personnel to man the call centers. And then as we put these branches back in business, we just don't have the people. So that's why we're jammed on the phones. Really the best way to get us is to email us or use the internet. Now we're taking appointments for branch visits now. So you can't just walk into a branch like you historically have been able to do. You have to have an appointment. That's how we're metering the flow. We're kind of slowly getting these branches back up to business as we go.
I want to point out to our viewers also, as you're speaking, Mr. Overton, that there is a website that you can go to, or an email at the bottom of the screen. It's duvaltaxcollect.net. There's also a phone number that you can try to call. Do you think that more people, for those who don't have access to a computer as an example, do you think that more people will be able to get through on the phone? I mean, what do they do if they don't have access to a computer?
Well, today's going to be a bad day for the phones. I can tell you that. So maybe tomorrow would be the best thing to try tomorrow. Most of the driver's licenses have, well, almost all of them have been extended. So you don't really have to have a driver's license right now. And tags can be done over the internet. If you don't have internet access, you can try to find a friend or something that can go help you on the internet, because the tags are easily done on the internet. Titles are a little more difficult. Titles, particularly if it's an out-of-state title. And then driver's licenses, we're doing the best we can with driver's licenses, but the governor did extend the driver's license deadline. So most people are in pretty good shape right now.
And we should also point out that do you even have any appointments available in the month of June right now?
Yeah, I made appointments for people on Friday, so I presume there are open. They open at 30 every morning. The next day opens. So if you're best to make an appointment early in the day. At 8 o'clock, there's a whole day of appointments available, and then people cancel, and then things move around quite a bit. So we've been able to accommodate a lot of people day of when something opens up.
Right. So don't give up. Don't give up if you can't get through. The point is, and you hear that there aren't any appointments, call back or try to go online because there are cancellations. Let me also, the drive-through windows, are those an option for everyone?
No, the drive-thrus are being used for the dealer work. We all the car dealers in town have to go there, have their title work done by us. So we restricted the drive-thru years, and it's busy. Now, if you get in line and get stuck in a line, a couple of that historically had more drive-thru traffic than others. Don't despair, but it's really not for you. It's for the car dealer.
All right, so it's certainly frustrating, short-staffed, also trying to man the tax collector offices that are opening. Don't give up, I guess, is your message here this morning.
Right. Now, when you come in for your appointment, don't come in early. 10 minutes before the appointment time. You'll come in, you'll sit in the open room. We'll have just a few chairs. You have to wear a mask. The staff has their temperature measured that morning, so we're pretty sure that the staff doesn't have the virus. So we're just trying to distance everybody and kind of go at this a little slowly while this coronavirus is still around. The other thing I would mention, if you don't have on your driver's license, here's my driver's license. If you don't have this little gold star up in the corner, that means you're not ID compliant under the federal law. And there's a list.
You got to talk.
And there's been an extension also as well. So and we'll continue to tell our viewers about that. Jim Overton, thank you for joining us, the tax collector.
Oh, okay. Thank you.